Hey y'all, get ready with me while I tell you guys how I got caught cheating for the first time.
It's your boy KamsCorner. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Do not treat me like a side chick. And again, we're at about 725 subscribers. We got to get to 1,000 so we can hit our goal. This young lady, as you can see, she's talking about how she got caught cheating. Let's get right into the video.
Hey y'all, get ready with me while I tell you guys how I got caught cheating for the first time.
She's too giddy already. I'm pissed
This is
off
not
already.
a funny matter, and I started doing my skincare and I realized, let me just record a story time while doing a get ready
funny,
with
but
me.
she's laughing.
Okay, so this is not funny at all. Like, cheating is, I don't support cheating at all, but I only did this because that person that I did it to was a dog and they deserved it. Okay, this is not, also by the way, not my current boyfriend. This is someone from like my past. This story takes place literally around this time last year. I feel like everyone's summer of 2023 was just so like, what the fuck. So the reason why I did this, also, I'm not like trying to excuse why I did this, but I feel like there is like an valid excuse as to why I did this.
Wait, I gotta pause it right here. Notice how she says she's not trying to excuse this. Watch this whole video, her make excuses for why she did what she did. I don't know what it is, and it's not just women. Men and women do this where they'll say they're not making excuses while trying to make excuses. Like, if you did something and you're wrong, just say, I'm wrong. When the moment you try to start explaining yourself, you're making excuses. Because it should just end with, I'm wrong, and that's it. It shouldn't be a continuation and an explanation, because nobody cares. If I slap somebody in their face and I say I'm wrong, that's what I'm supposed to do. I can't slap you and be like, oh, I'm sorry that I slapped you, but you made me slap you because of X, Y, and Z. No, I was wrong. It's done. Let me play the video again. I don't want this video to be too long.
And I didn't do anything crazy. I was just texting other boys. Like, this wasn't like, I wasn't linking people. I wasn't doing nothing with people. I was just texting other boys.
Sure.
So yeah, I literally just did this because he was a cheater and he was doing way worse to me. And I got like fed up. Because karma wasn't working. And I was really mad. So I was like, I need to be karma. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it myself. So basically, I was dealing with this person for like 2 months at the time when I got like caught. And basically, like, throughout those 2 months, I was being loyal. Like, I was actually doing my job. I was being loyal. I was, doing what I was supposed to do. And he wasn't. He was like, he went out kind of a lot, like, to parties and stuff, and he wasn't doing his job. He was dogging me. Like, there was like a point where I stopped being loyal to him, though, and it was like 2 weeks before I got caught up. Because I just remember, like, it was like a really specific moment where I found him talking to like this other girl, and it was like this girl that kept popping up in our like relationship, and I was like getting sick of it. And it was like a really big like crazy moment, because and then it just made me be like, you know what, like, he's still not respecting me, so I'm gonna give him his little karma. Anyways, so the story. So basically, I caught him up, and I was like sick at that point. I was like, no, like, this is like done. Like, I remember I was crying at work when I found out this huge thing that he did, and I was like, yeah, no, like, I'm done. Like, I can't keep staying with this person. Like, but I was like, I can't leave him. Like, I can't leave him. Like, I'm addicted. I can't.
Why not? Why can't you leave him?
So I was like, I'm gonna just do what he's doing, but I'm gonna do it less. Mind you, where I'm from, I feel like not like everyone knows him, but like where I'm from, like, I couldn't really text people like from where I'm from. I had to like reach and branch out to other states, because every boy that like I was trying to like text knew him, followed him, knew of him. So it was like to a point where I was like, bro, like, every boy I was texting, he was like finding out. So I was like, no. Like, when we would take like our breaks, because we were kind of like on and off, he would like find out about like what I was doing. So the only boy that I technically got caught up with and I was only texting was this boy named Ashley, which like his name wasn't actually Ashley, but we're gonna call him Ashley. So I was talking to Ashley, and basically we were only talking for like 2 weeks, and it wasn't anything serious. Like, so it's July 29th. Basically that day, me, him, his friend, and my friend were all in his car, and it was pouring, it was raining, like, we were, and basically that was like the plan to do. So then basically we were in the car on the way to like the spot, and he has Apple CarPlay. You could already tell where the turn is taking.
What happened.
So he has Apple CarPlay, and I was like listening to Instigated by Lil Durk. So I was like, can I play that song? He's like, yeah. So I plug in my phone and I start to play that song, and it just went downhill from there. So he started like switching the songs and stuff, and I was switching it back, and then I don't know what clicked, but he was like, oh, let's check your messages. So he pressed the messages, like this all happened so fast. So he pressed the messages and I unplugged my phone. But since it's like a car screen and shit be lagging and I was slow, he saw Ashley's name at the top. So my dumbass is like, oh my gosh. So he puts like the music all the way up, and like at this point, like we're not speaking. So I'm like looking at my friend and I'm like, what do I do? Because I'm in the backseat with her. I'm like, what do I do? And she's like, delete stuff off your phone. So I started deleting everything off my phone, which was like, I shouldn't have done that because like whatever, but I was also doing that because every time I call him up, first of all, to this day he will never admit that he dogged me like that. Like he'll never admit that he cheated on me, but I know he did.
I gotta pause it right there. So by the way, taking all the shit she's doing, she doesn't even have definitive proof that he was cheating. She doesn't even have she's making all these excuses. She doesn't even have proof. Number two, you plugging out the phone doesn't even make no sense because bro, he already caught you. So like he already knows what it is. If he continues to mess with you, that's because he already knows where you are. He put you in a box of like, yo, not gonna be wifey, no future, and he's just gonna keep dogging you. But like that's it. But let me play the video. Oh my god.
Everybody knows he did. Like when someone tells you that your man's a hoe, listen to them because they are not a liar. Like they are a hoe. Whenever I would catch him up, he would delete everything. Like he wouldn't even like let me look through his phone. Like he would let me look through his phone. Like after we finished arguing and stuff, he would go and then he'll be like, call me like 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes later and be like, oh, do you want to look at my phone? And my dumb ass would be like, yeah, I do. And then I would look at it and there would be nothing there. But you know what you saw. You know what you saw. And like it would convince me that I was crazy. I was envisioning things, but like I wasn't. I saw it. Anyway, so I
don't let no one look at my phone either, to be honest.
In my head, I was like, I'm like having a seizure. How I was thinking was like he doesn't have the decency to show me his phone, so I'm not gonna have the decency to leave everything there and show him my phone. And that's what I did. I deleted everything and I kept lying. So then we're parked now, and at this point, like and the tension is really high. Like he's very mad, but I'm like still trying to act like a little bimbo, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I tell my friend and his friend to leave the car, and he's like, no, like you're not leaving the car, like they can't leave the car. Like this boy looked like he wanted to beat my ass. Like he was so mad, and I feel like he was just mad because like I did it and he didn't expect me to do it. So yeah. So they left the car and it was just me and him in the car, and it was so awkward. Like I was literally sitting there in silence. And at one point, he left the car and was outside because where we were parked, his friend / cousin lived there. So they went like over there, and it was just me in the car, and then my friend was in the other car by herself. So I started calling people. I started calling all my best friends, and I was like, what do I do? I just got caught up. Like, what do I do? And they were all telling me, like, just to admit the truth and tell him like why you did it and like why you feel like he deserves it, and that he didn't have the decency to tell you what he did wrong, so you did it back. And then my other friend, my best friend, was like, don't admit shit. He didn't admit shit to you, so you don't admit shit to him, and you just keep lying. So that's what I did. I just kept lying. I kept saying he was my friend. I was like, he was my friend. I just go to him to talk about stuff, blah, 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 blah. And obviously, if you're in a healthy relationship and someone cheats on you and you find out and she's saying or he's saying that they go to this person to talk about stuff, you're going to be like, why can't you talk to me about that? Like, you're my man. I mean, you're my girlfriend, you're my boyfriend, like you can't talk to me about that. And like rightfully so, if he didn't do what he did, he had a reason to feel that way, and that's what he said he felt. But like because he did what he did, I didn't feel bad, and I'm like, you can't feel that way, like you cannot feel that way. So eventually, like we were just still like going back and forth, but I was like in the clouds, so I was like still like just like trying to process everything in the moment, and I'm like, I cannot believe I got caught. And then I started singing Sad Songs by Lil Durk to him, which was like not like my finest moment. I just remember I was singing that to him because I was like, I did not know what to do. It was like a moment of silence. We weren't talking to each other. He was on his phone. He was mad, and I was just singing Lil Durk. And then I remember he recorded me and was like calling me a cheater and stuff, and he posted that on his Snap.
She's lucky he didn't turn into Chris Brown. That's what she's lucky about. I gotta ask ladies this question. Why, if you think that this guy is dogging you out, if you think that he's such a piece of crap, why are you staying with him? Just break up and move on. Because this is how people get, you know what I'm saying? The man's high, you're high, you guys are in the car, he found out you're cheating on him. What if he decides to just, I'm gonna hit the gas, go 220 into a wall. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything could happen. Just leave the person. Number two, she said she didn't even have no proof that the man was cheating, but she was trying to do the same thing. Like, make it make sense. And the final thing I will say, I'm not saying I'm the most handsome guy in the world, but I'm a pretty decent looking guy. If you want to, and the way she describes this guy, he's a good looking guy and he's popular. So if you're getting a guy that's good looking, in shape, and he's a decent height, you don't think other girls are going to be onto him? Like, you're saying you don't want a guy that's a hoe, but most guys that are good looking are going to be hoes, because most girls go for the one type of guy. If you're a good looking guy, you're in shape, most girls are going to go for you. You have so much more options. But it doesn't make sense to me. You can't have it both ways. You're not going to, I'm not saying it's impossible, but most likely you're not going to get a super loyal guy that's good looking. Maybe when he's older and he's like, okay, I'm done with my ways. I want to hang up my jersey, put it into the rafters, and he wants to retire and he wants to just be with one woman. Yes. But she's talking about 2023. So I'm assuming she was young, early 20s, maybe in her late teens. So you're not finding no guy that's ready to settle down that's good looking at that age. It's not going to happen. But let me know what you think about her cheating story. Let me know if you've been cheated on or if you have any red flags to be aware of. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Do not treat me like a side chick. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. If we hit that, I'll probably do a backflip, or I'll show my 2 cats or something. I don't know. I'll do something. I'll do something for the subscribers. Again, I'm out.